Ever looked up at that tiny red dot in the night sky and wondered what is really going on up there? Well, get ready, because we're about to take a whirlwind tour of our cosmic neighbor, Mars, and trust me, it's way weirder and more wonderful than you think. Let's dive into the top 20 mind-blowing facts about the red planet. Kicking things off at number 20, Mars is home to the tallest volcano in our entire solar system. It's called Olympus Mons, and it's an absolute beast. This shield volcano stands nearly 14 miles high, which is almost 3 times the height of Mount Everest. Imagine trying to climb that. Number 19. Not only does Mars have the tallest volcano, it also has the longest, deepest canyon. Valles Marineris stretches for about 2,500 miles. To put that in perspective, it would span the entire United States, from New York to California. It makes our Grand Canyon look like a small ditch. At number 18, a year on Mars is almost twice as long as a year on Earth. It takes Mars 687 Earth days to complete one orbit around the Sun. So, if you lived on Mars, you'd only have a birthday roughly every 2 years. Think of all the presents you'd miss out on. Number 17. While the years are long, the days are surprisingly similar. A Martian day, or a sol, is just about 40 minutes longer than an Earth day, clocking in at 24 hours and 39 minutes. At least your sleep schedule wouldn't be too messed up. They're not nice and spherical like our moon, though. And here's the crazy part. Scientists predict that in about 50 million years, Phobos will either crash into Mars or be torn apart to form a ring. Fact number 15. The red color Mars is famous for? It's literally rust. The soil and rocks on the surface are rich in iron oxide. So the entire planet is basically a giant, dusty, rusty ball. Number 14. Don't pack your summer clothes for a trip to Mars. The average temperature is a chilly -80 degrees Fahrenheit or -62 Celsius. Even on a warm summer day at the equator, it might reach a balmy 70 degrees, but at night, it plummets back down to -100. Brr. At number 13, the atmosphere on Mars is incredibly thin, about 100 times thinner than Earth's. It's mostly carbon dioxide, so you definitely couldn't breathe it. This thin atmosphere also means liquid water can't last long on the surface. It would just boil away. Fact number 12. Despite that, we have found water on Mars. Not flowing rivers, but ice. There are polar ice caps just like on Earth, made of both water ice and frozen carbon dioxide, or dry ice. And there's even evidence of frozen water buried underground. Number 11. Mars experiences some of the largest dust storms in the solar system. These can be massive global events that cover the entire planet and last for weeks. In 2018, one of these giant storms is what ultimately ended the mission for the Opportunity rover. We're halfway through. At number 10, the gravity on Mars is only about 38% of Earth's gravity. This means if you weigh 150 pounds on Earth. However, because the Martian year is so long, each season lasts about twice as long. Get ready for a very long winter. Fact number 8. Pieces of Mars have actually landed on Earth. No, not from an alien invasion. Over billions of years, major asteroid impacts on Mars have blasted pieces of rock into space. Coming in at number 7, Mars doesn't have a global magnetic field like Earth does. Our magnetic field protects us from a lot of nasty solar radiation. The lack of one on Mars is a major challenge for any future human colonists. They'll need some serious shielding. At number 6, billions of years ago, scientists believe Mars was a much warmer, wetter world. It might have had a thick atmosphere, blue skies, and vast oceans of liquid water. Evidence from rovers shows ancient riverbeds, deltas, and lake beds. So what happened? That's one of the biggest mysteries we're trying to solve. Number 5. The sky on Mars is the opposite of ours. During the day, the sky has a pale pinkish red color because of all the dust. But at sunset and sunrise, the sky around the sun turns blue. It's a beautiful, eerie sight captured by our rovers. Fact number 4. The name Mars comes from the Roman god of war. Ancient civilizations named it this because its reddish color reminded them of blood. Getting close to the end. The planet has earned the nickname the Great Galactic Ghoul because of how many probes, landers, and rovers it has eaten. It is incredibly difficult to land there. Number 2, there's a traffic jam on Mars. Right now, there are multiple active missions on and around the planet. We have orbiters circling above and rovers like Perseverance and Curiosity crawling on the surface, sending back incredible data and images every single day. We're learning more about Mars now than ever before. And the number one most mind-blowing fact about Mars is the search for life. While we haven't found any little green men, we have found the building blocks of life. And we've detected methane in the atmosphere, which on Earth is often produced by living organisms. We don't know if Mars ever hosted life or if it still does in some microbial form deep underground, but the possibility is there. And that's perhaps the most exciting reason we keep going back. From giant volcanoes to blue sunsets, Mars is a world of extremes and mysteries. Every new discovery just brings up more questions, pulling us further into its rusty embrace. What facts surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this cosmic journey, don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures through our amazing universe. See you next time.